My sister threw a wine glass and had a screaming meltdown at Thanksgiving because I didn't tell her about my pregnancy before announcing it to the whole family. So I announced her biggest secret. Me and my husband Oliver found out I was pregnant in early October after trying for 2 years. We were so excited but also terrified because I'd had an early miscarriage the year before that devastated us. My doctor said everything looked good, but recommended waiting until after 12 weeks to tell people just to be safe. We decided Thanksgiving would be perfect since the whole family would be together and we'd be at 14 weeks by then. I only told my brother Leo and my cousin Amy because they both knew about the miscarriage and kept checking on me. They promised not to tell anyone and actually kept their word. My sister Gina is 34 and has 4 kids and thinks that makes her the pregnancy expert of the family. She called me the week before Thanksgiving asking if I had any news to share. I said no, just looking forward to seeing everyone. She said I seemed different lately and wondered if something was going on. I changed the subject to her kids and she let it go, but I could tell she was suspicious. The thing about Gina is she literally cannot keep information to herself. When I got into my master's program, I told her first because I was so excited and wanted to share with my sister. She called our mom an hour later and announced it before I could. When Oliver proposed, I called her crying happy tears, and she immediately posted about it online, tagging our entire family before I could tell anyone myself. When I got promoted at work, she told everyone at Sunday dinner before I arrived. She always says she's just so excited for me she can't help herself, but it's really about her being the one with information to share. So this time, Oliver and I agreed we wouldn't tell her until we told everyone. Thanksgiving came, and after dinner I stood up and said we had an announcement. I told everyone we were expecting and due in May. Everyone started cheering and hugging us except Gina, who just stared at me. Then she started crying. Not happy tears, but angry tears. She asked how long I'd known, and I said about 6 weeks. She lost it. She stood up and yelled that I was supposed to tell her first. She said she'd told me about all 4 of her pregnancies before anyone else, and I'd betrayed her by not doing the same. She said sisters were supposed to share everything, and I'd made her look stupid. My mom tried to calm her down, but Gina turned on her and asked if she knew. When my mom said no, Gina asked who did know. Amy and Leo stayed quiet, but Gina figured it out and started screaming at them too for keeping secrets. She said the whole family was against her and treating her like she couldn't be trusted. My dad told her to calm down and be happy for me, but she said how could she be happy when I deliberately excluded her from the most important news. She said I'd ruined our relationship and she'd never forgive me for making her the last to know. Then she went after Oliver, saying he'd turned me against my own sister. Oliver said we just wanted to wait until we were sure everything was okay. Gina said that was stupid because she would have supported me either way, and now she felt like I didn't consider her real family. She actually said the words, "Real family tells each other everything immediately." The irony was incredible coming from someone who spoiled every important moment I'd ever had. My brother Leo finally spoke up and said maybe if Gina could keep her mouth shut for once, people would tell her things. Gina threw her wine glass at the wall and it shattered everywhere. My 4-year-old nephew started crying. My mom started crying. Gina's husband Jake tried to get her to leave, but she refused. She said she wasn't going anywhere until I apologized for humiliating her. I said I wasn't apologizing for protecting my own announcement. She said I was a terrible sister and she was done with me. She told her kids to get their coats and started packing up the dishes she brought. While she was dramatically shoving Tupperware into bags, I stood up and said if we were sharing everything like real family, then everyone should know that Gina had been texting her ex-boyfriend Ryan for the past 6 months. Jake froze. Gina went white. Full story on channel. Link below.